Hi everyone, Shirley Campbell here on our next in our little mini series of top tips for new investors. Now today's topic is about networking. Now networking can be intimidating for a lot of people. So what do I actually mean about networking? Well, I'm talking about getting out there and spending time with people who are on the same journey as you. More importantly, if they are a little bit further along in their journey than you, so that they can motivate you, inspire you. All right. Now, hanging around with these people, now you can do this in groups on Facebook, and that's actually a great way to start. Joining groups and reading all the different posts, all the different things that people are doing. Particularly if you can define it, get it narrowed down to people that are working on the strategy that you're interested in. So when you're doing your search, so for instance, if you're interested in renovation, then you would be following me and some other people who are talking about renovation. If you are in England, you might be interested in HMO. For everybody else in the world, it's multiple occupancy. It means that there's a number of people. It's not separate units, not separate flats. That's a huge strategy in the UK. If you are in Australia or in the US, and actually in the UK as well, people who are doing subdivision. All across the world, people who are building, converting things from one aspect, maybe a commercial building, into residential. There are so many opportunities in property. But networking with like-minded people, okay? So kind of like when we were talking about with goals and strategy, you know, you don't want a scattergun approach because you'll just get completely overwhelmed. Try and get laser focused, looking for people who are doing what you want to do and then spending time with them. So you start with doing that online, okay, but then see whether you can get into groups, monthly meetings. It's held all over the world in all sorts of different categories. See if you can get yourself along to those. Now again, this could be a bit daunting for you. Take a friend with you. Okay, for the first couple, to get your confidence. You don't have to speak in the beginning. Okay, if you take a friend, you can hang out with your friend and just listen until you get some confidence. But actually, it's really important that you get out there. All right, networking. Networking also lends itself to finding people to help you. So you can get connections. So maybe somebody is painting their property and you're in need of a painter. Ka-ching, there's a lovely connection. It's a recommendation, someone who's going to do the right thing. Someone who's just used a builder who was absolutely, the whole thing was a disaster. Note to self, don't use that builder. He or she may have been on your list, all right? So that's why you're networking. You don't always have to start from scratch, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Let other people help you. Let them guide you, mistakes that they've made. Again, by being in front of people, you get more confident and you also get practice in explaining what is your goal, what is your purpose, which then in your brain makes you clearer. All right, the more that you're talking about it, the more that you are focused in your brain, and it will help you become more successful with that. So networking, all right, just to look back again, the first thing is get onto Facebook, get onto all of the other social media sites and see what people are talking about and see if you can get some help. Get laser focused on the area that you're interested in and network with those people. Then take the next step and actually physically get out to meetings, get into groups. Spend time with people. It can sometimes just be asking somebody if you can meet them for a cup of coffee. You start having a dialogue and then getting down and think, okay, they're a few steps ahead of you in whatever that you are doing. So have a cup of coffee or buy them a cup of coffee. And can you teach me? I'm really keen to get into this. I find in the whole, and I'm just saying this because I've been in this for 15 years, but I've been all around the world, and I find property investors are really generous. They're generous with their time, they're generous with their resources, they are keen to help. It drives me. I really want to help people. I genuinely love teaching, love coaching, sharing my experiences, and I'm not alone. There are many, many people that are doing exactly the same thing. So get out there, network, it will make a difference. All right, cheers now. Bye-bye.